What is going on today, y'all? It is your boy Flex Got the Water. We back at it again with another banger and another video. So today, ladies, particularly this video is mainly for y'all, but today I'm gonna talk about things that I've learned from having women as friends. Now, I'm telling you right now, like, this is specifically for y'all, but don't take nothing I say as offensive, because everything I'm about to say is things that I've seen. I always like to see both points of view, which I see that everyone, or I think everyone, should do. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And like I said, ladies, I don't mean to offend any of y'all by this, but keep in mind, this is just shit that I've learned, and this is my observation for what I've learned. From what I have observed from having women friends is that when it comes to like reality, some of y'all, like, I don't know why y'all try to like force things to happen that aren't gonna happen. And I preach that in my other videos. Stop forcing things to happen that ain't gonna happen, bro. Because most of the time when I listen to like women's problems with dudes, and I just sit there and think like, this could have been resolved if like they just did one thing. Cause for example, my homegirl asked me like, why do the dudes that I like don't like me? And I said, well, because y'all, well, one, all y'all go for the same dudes. Now, obviously, she argued back. She's like, nah, that ain't true. Like, we all don't go for the same men. Like, in reality, you kind of do. And I'm telling you, like I said, if you don't know, I'm a DJ. And I go to clubs every weekend, bro. I literally watch this happen from the DJ booth, bro. Y'all all go for the same dudes. Now, I know this might be shocking, or you're already gonna say, no, we don't. Yes, you do. You all go for the same dudes. And it's like actually kind of funny. Like, not funny, but it's funny to me. Because in that sense, it's like, y'all be sitting here wondering why this dude don't want to pay you attention. Well, probably because the same girl like that looks exactly or acts exactly like you wants to talk to him too. And that's something else that like female, like I said, this is not meant to chew y'all out or anything. This is just like from what I see. Y'all all want the same dude. A lot of y'all are not as unique as you think you are. I don't like to say, I'm not here to bash the women or anything, but most of y'all are not. If some of y'all would humble yourselves, a lot of y'all would be more happy. Just saying. That's just my opinion. When it comes to like y'all and like facing the reality of a lot of situations, like the other day, I ain't gonna sit there, like a few weeks ago, my homegirls, like, I was talking to them and stuff, and I was telling them about how, dudes, if y'all actually wanted the truth, as much as women say that, or as much as y'all say you want the truth, most of y'all can't handle that shit. And don't get me wrong, I'm an honest dude. I don't have no problem telling females how it is. But most of y'all can't handle it as much as you think you can. Because I sat here and I'm talking, and I'm a dude. And I'm telling them this they hearing it. This is the thing, women. You hearing it from the horse's mouth. Most dudes don't care about the things y'all think we care about. Like, dude, you think a dude in his right mind, if he's a dude in his right mind, he don't care about how much money you make. He don't care about your education. Well, like I've said before, he may not care about your education, but he wants to make sure you have common sense. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a huge difference between being book smart and being life smart. A lot of women that I know are book smart. But when it comes to like actual real life, a lot of y'all, I don't know what be going on through y'all head. It's like common sense don't even exist in y'all head sometimes. But I sat there and told them, like, we don't care about that. Dudes, if y'all, like, when was the last time you as a women, like I said, think about this. When was the last time you actually asked the dude what he actually likes in a woman? Like, I want you to really just sit back and think about that. Like, have you ever just did that? Because I know, like, y'all probably used to dudes asking you that. But when was the last time you actually asked the dude, like, what do we actually look for? Most of us don't really care about the things you think we care about, bro. And once you start to accept reality for what it is, life gets a whole lot easier, bro. And I get it, like, you're gonna want the dude that you actually want to like do it is to do that. Like, oh, why is he talking? Well, like I said earlier, you all talk to the same dudes. This is just like one of the harsh realities of being a woman. And I'm sorry, like, hey, you all want the same dudes. 99% of the time, you all want the same dude. And now you're shocked at the fact that oh, he doesn't want you or he's not giving you that much attention. Like, why not, women, take this for heed or just listen to me when I say this. Why not deal with men that's actually showing you that they want to deal with you instead of trying to get someone to like you? I even preach this to the dudes, bro. Women, take my advice like this, bro. You shouldn't have to convince someone to like you. If I'd rather deal with people who like me than people who I have to convince to like me. And that's just me though. But on to number 2. All right, number 2. Number 2 is some of y'all, I ain't even gonna say something, but most of y'all are extremely delusional. Now, women, I will always say this. Women are very smart, hands down. Like, it's statistically proven. Y'all are smarter when it comes to education, business. Y'all are leading, y'all are growing y'all business. And I love to see that shit, man. I love seeing women succeed. But just because you book smart don't mean that you life smart. And a lot of y'all, when it comes to life, y'all are extremely delusional. Like, as I said previously in the video, some of y'all really need to humble yourselves sometimes. Like, I get it, like, women, like, yeah, y'all told this and told that, and y'all got dudes always telling y'all this stuff, but sometimes I just, like, honestly have, like, a genuine question for women, and y'all can leave it in the comments. I just want an answer. But do women ever just, like, look in the mirror and just, like, self-evaluate themselves? Because, don't get me wrong, like, I always preach that, like, nobody is perfect. But some of y'all think that, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you at all. And that's like having a narcissistic mindset, which I can't stand that. But I want y'all to think about that for a little bit, man. Like, when the female friends I have, I will say about 80% of them are extremely delusional. I would say about 2 of them. But I would say the only reason 2 of them are is because they started hanging around me and realized, like, oh shoot, like he might have a point about some of the things he be talking about. Most of y'all are extremely delusional. Like I said previously, y'all, like I said earlier, you all go for the same dude. Y'all all think dudes care about things that we don't care about. Y'all be worried about things that, like, I'm still trying to figure out how does this serve any purpose to an extent. Or how does this further a relationship with a man? Like, I get it. Like, all your accolades are good and stuff, but I'm telling you, to the world, like, those accolades mean something. But if you want a relationship, you have to understand that, like, your accolades don't mean anything in a relationship. Because if you're going to be with somebody and you plan to get married to them, or if that's going to be your husband or wife, 2023, I don't know how stuff works anymore, bro. I don't know. But if you get married, that's going to be your husband or your wife, or I don't know. But you got to think about that. The part of relationships is to grow as 2 individuals. And you cannot expect people to grow or yourself to grow or your relationship to get better if you refuse to actually see that, like, okay, I have faults, or you try to sit here and justify with faults. I get it, there are faults that we can't control, but the ones you can control, like, there should be no excuse for that. I'm literally reading this book about how to influence people and win friends. It's by Dale Carnegie. I will tell y'all this right here. It's a book. It's a quote in that book that really stuck out to me. It said 99% of people can't take criticism. And the ones that you do criticize, they will always try to justify it. So that's what I mean by delusion. Some of y'all really do got, like, mental problems, other problems, whatever problems. Yeah, a lot of women got problems, bro. A lot of y'all do. Am I sitting here saying I'm perfect? No. But a lot of y'all do got some problems that you need to work on. And for you to sit here and think that, oh, I'm perfect, there's nothing wrong with me, they should accept me for who I am, like, nah, bro. Like, that's not how shit work, bro. I'm telling you right now, if you get stuck in that mindset and you don't learn to humble yourself, and God forbid, I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of y'all probably gonna get mad, but Kevin Samuels was right about one thing. If most women would humble themselves, a lot of y'all would be more happier in relationships and be less delusional in a sense. It is what it is, though. You can take this game and you're probably still going to justify it, and you're just proving the book's point. Don't take criticism as, oh, he's trying to. No, I'm trying to help you. That's all criticism is, and I get it. Like the book said, 99% of y'all watching this video can't even take criticism, and you're going to justify why you're not perfect, or since like my man has to accept me for who. Nah, bro. If you keep thinking like that, you will never ever be in a happy relationship. And women, that's my best game to you. So, on to number 3. All right, number three, most of y'all, hey, women, like I said, I'm not here to bash you. Just take this as constructive criticism. Not all of y'all, but most of y'all are mostly all talk, no bite. Straight up. Most of y'all will claim to have these high and mighty and all these standards and stuff. But y'all think dudes don't pay attention to shit. We look at how another man treats you. And that's how we gonna view it. What's her actual standards? Because a lot of y'all gonna go on the Instagrams, TikTok, Facebook, and whatever you use. You're gonna go on here and say you have all these standards. You have all these things. This man he gotta take you on dates. He gotta buy you flowers. He gotta do this and that and this and that. Boom, boom, him, her. You already get it. You gotta say all this just for you to end up letting a dude who ain't got no money, no car, no type of ambition, a horrible credit score, blow your back out in like 10 minutes off of knowing you. Most of y'all make it hard to believe y'all standards. That's really what I'm trying to say. Some of y'all will, like I'm saying, y'all go on this internet and y'all say all this stuff, but when we look at the dudes you actually end up with, it's like, wait a minute. Not Miss High and Mighty, not Miss Independent, not Miss Unlinkable, not Miss he gotta do all this, he gotta take me out, not her getting her back blown out by fucking Jacob from across the way, and like he ain't got no home. How he hit? I thought she said he gotta have this. Like, that's really how y'all look. That's what dudes think about, bro. Like, women, this is probably the best game for you. We look at that like, wait a minute. She just sat on the internet here and said she got all these standards, but I know the dude that hit. He don't do none of that. He came to my house trying to spend an asking me for $50 the other day. Huh? Like, I thought she was as high money. You couldn't touch this girl. And you want to know what's crazy? It's always the ones who will preach this high and mighty shit. Like, I'm just, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of, like, religion. I'm Christian. But I see this even in my community. Like, a lot of y'all try to, like, y'all this high and mighty. But, like, shawty, you was just doing some diabolical sins to this man across the street. You can't sit here and, like, this dude ain't got nothing going for himself. You see where I'm going with this, women? Like, you can't sit here and say you have these standards, but you don't hold the dude you like to him. Let me say that again, women. Don't sit here and have standards when you ain't gonna hold the dude you like to him. You hold the dude you don't like to him. Of course you're gonna do that. But oh my, when it comes to the dudes y'all like, oh my, it's like your standards just go out the window. Your self-respect, out the window. Your mental health, out the window. Your common sense, out the window. All of a sudden, that shit goes away for some reason. Comes to the dudes y'all like, hey, women, yeah, y'all be like, yeah, we pay attention there. Trust me, dudes pay attention to way more than you think we do. And that's one thing I will tell you, we do pay attention to, how a dude treats you. Because that lets us know if your relationship fail and you come in trying to have all these standards, first thing we gonna say, especially if I'm better than the dude, or that dude knows he's better than your ex or something, he's gonna look at you like, oh, well, you're trying to make me do all this. Did you make the last dude do that? Because I know him, like, I'm way better. Like, hey, like I tell you, it ain't nothing wrong with being cocky sometimes. But sometimes you gotta let motherfuckers know, like, wait a minute. You want me to work harder than that bum over there? You want me to work harder than him? Well, like, wait a minute. Ain't that the same dude that fucked you and want? You know, I ain't even gonna say that. I have to work? Like, female, this may sound mad, but that's how dudes think. Why are you trying to make me work harder when you done sat up here and preached all these standards just for a dude who don't do absolutely not even one of them hit? You let him hit. And I tell my female friends this shit all the time. The worst thing you could, the female equivalent to a man marrying a hoe is getting pregnant by a bum. The worst thing I tell is two terrible things you can do as a woman that like will just completely destroy your life, bro. Cause some things don't recover, but these two, bro, it's almost impossible to recover. Bro, if you let you hear women, you hearing it from the horse's mouth. If you let a man have sex with you before a relationship, congratulations, you're not getting a relationship. I'm sorry, you're not getting it. And if you do, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. You already gave him. Why? Okay, you giving it to him without the relationship. What does he need? Why does he need to get in a relationship? He knows, oh, I ain't even got to be in a relationship to get it. That's one of the worst things you can do as a woman is let a man have sex with you before you in a relationship. The second worst thing you can do as a woman is get pregnant by a bum. That is the second worst thing you can do. Like, that is literally the female equivalent to a man marrying a hoe. If you get pregnant by a bum, I'm sorry to tell you this, shawty, you might have just literally fucked yourself. He fucked you and you fucked yourself. You might as well go ahead and get ready to accept that shit. Cause shit, it's hard to get child support when the nigga don't got a job. It's hard to get child support when, he don't even got a car. He don't even got a house. He still live with his mom. Don't get me wrong, like, now, if he's actually ambitious to live with mom, that's different. But if this dude ain't doing shit but living with his mom, shawty, congratulations. Welcome to a hard life because you literally fucked yourself into one. All right, number 4. Number 4 is women, specifically y'all, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like men don't do it too, because yes, dudes do this too. But I would say with y'all, it's more or less like it's easier to tell. Y'all make excuses for people who shouldn't be in your life, or they've done something to an extent to where like, okay, why are you even still conversating with this person? So you got to think about it like this. This ain't even about like the dudes you're dating, or this could be friends, family, or just people in general you know. I am a firm believer that I'm not gonna sit here and say like I give second chances or I'm willing to give. It just depends on the situation. I will be honest about that. But when it comes to certain things, there's a fine line between defending someone and making excuses for someone. Now, I have this thing where the first time someone does something, and sometimes people don't be knowing, like, oh, I might offend him, I might have said something, or you'll know when someone like just genuinely didn't know, like that might have heard or disrespected or did something to you. Cool. Those are like, okay, people might defend and be like, oh, maybe he didn't know, like it's cool. Someone does something a second time, nah, bro, that ain't no accident. That ain't no, oh, they did it. Now they know. The moment you get past that defending something is when you start making excuses on when they keep repeating the same thing to you, or keep repeating the same thing that hurt you, or keep doing things that hurt you over and over and over again. That's when you start making excuses for people. And don't get me wrong, like, hey, I get it. When you've known someone or you've had a connection with someone for so long, it's hard to like just drop them on me. Well, nah, I mean, for me, it ain't hard at all. But for most people, it's hard. And I get that. And I understand that perfectly. But not everybody, like I said in previous video, not everybody meant to be in your life for a long time, bro. If you find yourself having to defend someone, not defend, but make excuses for someone, you probably shouldn't have that person around. And they don't need to be in your circle at all. That's just my opinion. But you got to think too. Let's say, for example, there are a lot, like, trust me, there's definitely like limits to it. Like, I tell people, I don't condone cheating, hitting women, I don't condone any of that shit, bro. But like people arguing like, okay, maybe it's just people didn't see eye to eye, or maybe someone took something the wrong way. Cool. Those are fine lines between that. But the moment someone blatantly disrespects you, you should stop trying to make excuses for them, bro. Why would you keep someone around who keeps hurting you, or keeps disrespecting you, or keeps doing things that knows that it's going to affect you? And I see it a lot, especially now, mainly I always see it with women with the dudes they're with. Sometimes the dudes y'all be with, bro, you just have to accept the fact that as much as you like him, and like I said, he's not perfect. No one is perfect. Women, men or women are perfect. But I get it. There's a difference between someone trying to work on themselves, someone just like, okay, I'm not working on myself, fuck you. Cool. Nothing wrong with that, bro. At the end of the day, the only thing wrong is if you choose to still like keep that person around. Like straight up, I've seen it. Like some of y'all with people that don't even know. Like some of y'all real life be with people you still don't even know. Like you could be with this person for 3 years and still not know them. That is some crazy stuff. I was with people for like 4 years plus, still didn't know them. And I always tell people, you will never really know who somebody is until they're in like a high pressure situation or they're in a very cornered situation. But when someone reveals themselves to you, it's up to you at that point to be like, you know what? Am I going to defend them or am I going to make an excuse? Like I said, you got to know what's that fine line for you. For me, arguments like, okay, sometimes people don't see my point of view on things. And I have no problem with that. But what I do know is that I'm not taking disrespect, but like blatant disrespect. And that's mainly what I see. People will take blatant disrespect multiple times and it's like still, man, like he needs to cool down. Nah, bro. If someone keeps doing that shit, they gotta go. You gotta be willing to cut people off, bro. A lot of women, a lot of y'all, bro, like y'all don't really cut people off the way you say you should. You need to worry about you. No one's gonna look out for you like you, bro. Especially women, bro. Like, y'all have to understand, a lot of these people don't got your best interests at heart. A lot of your friends ain't even really your friends. And a lot of the people you, like, hang out with don't really even fuck with you sometimes, bro. Jealousy and hatred are very, like, dangerous emotions, bro. That's why I say a lot of y'all, like women, bro, y'all need to be careful about who you defending and who you making excuses for. Because next time you do it, I want you to think about it. If you were in that same situation, do you think that that person would do it for you? That can vary depending on how well you know that person. Because a lot of people will say they'll do it. And some people will be like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. Straight up. But women, like I said, this video is not meant to offend you. It's not here to bash you. I am just a man trying to help you understand what you can work on. Do I think I am perfect? No, I have mentioned that multiple times in the video. I am not perfect. I have things I need to work on. But that should inspire you to want to work on yourself as well. So, once again, I am Flex Got the Water. I have the water, but I cannot make you drink it, bro. So without further ado, peace, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.